Mr. Odinga did not just show up on this race as just a candidate who had no contribution to make to our country and who just wanted a job. On February 27th last year, Mr. Speaker, Raila Amolo Odinga did express himself to the agenda and the vision that he was bringing to this position. And I want to agree with what my brother Senator Kajwang said, that this vision that Raila had is not just vision for the sake of getting an AU position. It's a vision that we as leaders in this country, extended to leaders in other countries that believe in the African dream, and more so extended to the leader from Djibouti, my brother Ali Yusuf, who has taken this position, must cast their eye upon. Because African continent is constantly under threat, Mr. Speaker. The movement of goods, the movement of capital, the movement of labor in the continent to make a working economy is still a daydream that we have never achieved. And let me tell you, Mr. Speaker, that the issue of AU is not just about regional politics in the African continent. It is also about global politics, because we are competing with other continents as well. We have got China, which is a nation and also as big as a continent with populations of over 1 billion. We are competing with them. We have got America that we are competing with. And don't think that the advancement of a common market in the African continent is something pleasing to other people. And therefore, it's a commitment that cannot just be an issue of politics in the continent. It's an issue that the continent must commit to, the dream that Raila had, from making sure that goods and services can move with this robust infrastructure. Raila Odinga held a very strong view on why we must make sure that we silence the guns in the continent and ensure that the security, so that capital, goods, and people can be able to move in the continent and work and build a continent. Raila Odinga held the strong view that we need serious connectivity between Djibouti and Senegal, between Cape Town and Cairo, so that movement of people, goods and services can be easy. Raila Odinga held the very strong view that the continent must have a single visa, so that moving around the continent can be easy, so that a Kenyan who is born today without opportunities in the country called Kenya can as well move to Nigeria easily or move to Egypt easily and be able to find opportunity for themselves. So that somebody who is in Egypt, who cannot find their talent meeting the opportunities in Egypt, can move to Kenya and find opportunity that works for them. The dream of Raila Amolo Odinga was a continent where you are born does not define whether you die or you live. That dream must live with the people of Africa. That dream must live with the President of Africa. And Mr. Speaker, it is not a small dream. It is a dream for which some of us who went to Addis Ababa and saw what happened in Addis Ababa have picked that dream, we will continue with it. That one day, if not us, our children will see a united continent on the basis of economic excellence, on the basis of social justice, on the basis of politics that is good, that can advance the quality of life for the African people. And those dreams will not die, because Raila Amolo Odinga cast them on that stage called the Continental stage. So it's not a matter of light politics of just being in Kenya. Mr. Speaker, we have seen in this continent young people being radicalized because of lack of economic opportunities, economic emptiness, turning young people to be Al-Shabaab militia, economic emptiness, turning young people to be Boko Haram militia. And we see that same kind of trend even in the continent today, that people who the country had no confidence in, when they were serving at highest level, they were impeached in these houses, Mr. Speaker, radicalizing even young people who are in this house. You find young people being made to sing Mau Mau wars, to dress like Mau Mau, to live themselves unkempt like Mau Mau, to start behaving like Mau Mau in a way that is radicalizing people who are elected to come to this house to be able to promote a concept of national unity, promote a dream for young people in this country, and they're being radicalized. Therefore, we must start thinking, Mr. Speaker. We must start thinking of how we can be able to make sure that economic opportunity and good policies for young people are made possible.
Eddy,
so that radicalization of young people can stop, not only in Kenya but in the continent.
Eddy, Senator Wakoli, what's your point of order?
This is our honorable house of distinguished, high-profile leaders. My good brother, Honorable Eddy, has alluded that honorable members are dressed like, look like, hair like Mau Mau. Honorable Chair, it's important for my good friend to have responsibility of statement of facts, but coming out clearly and showing to us among members here or those without this place, who is it that looks like Mau Mau, hair like Mau Mau, so that the Honorable House is cleared of any misconduct. Thank you, Honorable Chair. Speaker.
Speaker, thank you. It seems like the senator, the good senator from Bungoma, is the only visitor from Jerusalem. I will send him some pictures of Mau Mau, people who fought, and then he can make his own judgment to look at people around who look like Mau Mau. But that said, Mr. Speaker, I must say also that we must also accept the negative that happened in this area, called the fighting for this seat. I want to encourage Majority Leader that let's not be blind to the fact that foreign policy in this country is still not sober. And there are positions that you can take as a people